what's wrong with if a baby girl is born. And I could realize that the societal attitude towards a girl is so unwelcoming because there are lots of security issues related with a girl.
As of today, the responsibilities are not 50-50 because the household responsibility also majority part is taken care by women. And come what may, how much soever understanding partner that you will find, there will always be a larger share that you will have to deal.
And in the OPD, there's to be one set of women who would say, we are suffering from infertility, we want a child. And the other side would be people who would come and tell me, oh, we've had an unwanted pregnancy, can we have an abortion, that kind of a thing. So I used to feel so bad ki whether we can pick up here and put it there, literally, like help people.
वेलकम टू द CSR जर्नल। मेरा नाम है मदीहा खान और आज हमारे साथ है आरती सिंह, हु इज़ द फेस ऑफ वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट। आपको पता चलेगा क्यों, कैसे, कब, कहाँ। सबसे पहले तो वेलकम टू द CSR जर्नल।
थैंक यू।
मैं सबसे पहले तो आपसे ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि आप मेडिकल एनाटमी सीखते सीखते ये सोसाइटल रिफॉर्म की तरफ कैसे बढ़ गए? व्हाट वाज दैट थॉट?
So when I was doing MBBS in the medical college, and I used to visit the labor ward, the labor room, तो वहाँ मैं देखती थी कि जब भी किसी लड़की का जन्म हो रहा है, बेबी गर्ल, इफ अ बेबी गर्ल इज बॉर्न, तो जो फैमिली में जो मुझे दिखता था फीलिंग कि एवरीबडी इज वेरी अपसेट, द मदर इज अपसेट, and mother is crying not because of the labor pains or the pains after delivery, but she's crying because a baby girl is born. That was most surprising. तब मुझे लगा कि मतलब इतना डिफरेंस क्यों है। वहीं उसकी जगह बेबी बॉय जब पैदा होता है तो जो खुशी मैं देखती थी परिवार में या ऑन द फेस ऑफ द मदर, this just made me contemplate and think as to what's wrong with if a baby girl is born. And I could realize that the societal attitude towards a girl is so unwelcoming because there are lots of security issues related with a girl. Like when she grows up, mother, father are always concerned about the security in the school. There should be no harassment or eve teasing with her. And uske baad, when she's of a marriageable age, dowry, and beyond that, the harassment by in-laws and all those things made me realize that this is the reason that women or girls are so unwelcome. So I thought that I should do something where I myself can be an example and I can be help to the society, to the girls, to the women in general, because we make 50% of the population. So I should do something. And as a doctor, my horizon is limited, so I thought of switching careers.
Dr. Palshetkar, first of all, welcome to the session. And thank you so much for joining us for this panel discussion for Women's Day. So, as your journey as a leader in the field of women's healthcare is really inspiring. So, could you please share with us some significant moments that shaped your commitment to improving women's health?
Hansi, thank you for inviting me here today. I think it's a pleasure to be with you all, and really thank you for the kind words. My journey in women's healthcare has actually been shaped by several pivotal moments. One such moment was actually witnessing the struggles and challenges faced by women in accessing, quality healthcare services, especially in reproductive health. Let me tell you a small story. I was in the JJ hospital, and, in the OPD, there's to be one set of women who would say, we are suffering from infertility, we want a child. And the other side would be people who would come and tell me, oh, we've had an unwanted pregnancy, can we have an abortion, that kind of a thing. So I used to feel so bad ki whether we can pick up here and put it there, literally, like help people. So that was one thing that really helped me. And I think being born in a politician's family, you come across all strata of society. So when I went to the villages and all for campaigning, I realized that those women, they don't come forward for their health problems at all, unless it is life threatening or it's causing a but they, it's stopping their work. Otherwise, they just bear with it. There's no preventive care. And those were the turning points in my life, actually.
We're honored to be in conversation with Nidhi Choudhary ji, Commissioner for Skill Development at the Government of Maharashtra, as she sheds light on her impactful efforts in advancing women's empowerment through skill building initiatives. Welcome to the session, ma'am. So, as an IAS officer, what initiatives do you propose to empower women within your jurisdiction, and how do you plan to integrate gender equality into policy frameworks?
Not just because I am an IAS officer, it is also a constitutional mandate to ensure equality, irrespective of gender, in all the policies. So this is not that just I am doing, but this is a mandate of all the public servants. And right now, I'm working as Commissioner Skill Development, Employment, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship. And in all the schemes that we implement or all the ITIs that we run, or the vocational training institutions through which the short-term skilling courses happen, this is a regular effort on my part as a policy implementing authority for skilling and employment, that we are able to ensure optimal skilling in the right type of trades for women. Since my career began in IAS, when I was CEO Jila Parishad Palghar, we became the first Jila Parishad of the state of Maharashtra to bring a gender budget. Although, as I said, that this is a mandate that exists in the very DNA and ethos of the administration, because it derives its force from the constitution, from the preamble, wherein equality lies as a driving force for all of us. But concretizing it is what I tried to do when I was CEO Jila Parishad Palghar. Later, in all assignments that I have got, I tried to ensure that the biases that keep cropping up, not because the policies are like that, not because the administration is like that, but because these are societal biases. So when I do recruitment, sometimes conduct interviews, it often happens that a dialogue or a comment would come from some officials in the interview board. They would say that, Madam, don't hire women for this post because this post involves a lot of work, or late night working, or more traveling. And I'm like, who are you talking to? Where this bias is coming? See, if I, as CEO Jila Parishad, or as collector in a district, or as joint commissioner in BMC, am hiring these people because I can work 24 into 7, so can any other girl work 24 into 7. So try to break these biases. This is not because administration is like that. This is not because governance is like that. This is because of societal biases.
You were the first woman commissioner. आपको क्या लगता है कि ये फर्स्ट बनने के लिए इतना लंबा टाइम क्यों लग गया? क्योंकि इतने टाइम से हम आज़ाद हो गए, हम सब कुछ कर रहे हैं. Why was the first so late आपके हिसाब से?
See, when I was the Commissioner of Police Amravati, I was the only women police commissioner in the entire country out of 95 commissioners in the entire country. The reason what you're saying is there are various reasons. One is the intake of women in service in the Indian police service initially had been very very low. आप किरण बेदी मैडम को जानते हैं, तो वो अपने पूरे बैच में अकेली IPS ऑफिसर थी. उसके बाद के बैचेस में बहुत कम लेडीज रहीं. तो वो जो सोसाइटी का परसेप्शन है वो लेडी IPS ऑफिसर्स की तरफ चेंज होने में टाइम लगा, एंड दैट इज़ द रीज़न इट टुक सो लॉन्ग. मतलब अभी जैसे आई मीन आउट ऑफ 95 कमिश्नरेट व्हेन आई वाज अ CP, I was the only CP. The reason being कि society is changing and it will take time.
So being at the helm of various prestigious medical organizations, you must have had a significant impact on policy making related to women's health. So how do you approach advocating for women's health on a broader scale?
I think, advocating for women's health on a broader scale actually involves a very multifaceted approach. Firstly, I think when I worked with all the governments, I realized that they base their whole strategy on data. So it is, you have to remain informed about the latest research, the trends, the policies impacting women's health. I think this knowledge actually is the foundation for evidence-based advocacy. Secondly, during my collaboration with policymakers, government agencies, and other stakeholders, it's essential to influence policy making processes. And how you can influence by having discussions. You're on various committees, providing expert opinions, and advocating for these legislative changes that prioritize women's health. I think that's very, very important.
One fight is that you're already doing, wherein you're trying to change the perspective of the administration and the people on one end that are not doing the things to provide the opportunities to the women. But then there's also the bias, the societal bias that you're talking about, that also exists among women. And it's very difficult for so many women to come out of that programming. I would use the word programming because that's what it is. When you are growing up, you're always made to assume that even if you are going to be working, you are going to be you have to have the management of the household, and you have to have the responsibility, and that's going to majorly fall upon you. You might have an understanding partner who might help out, but it's never going to be an equal partnership in that end. So for that, the women who are even trying to gain those skills, they wouldn't also want to do something that would take up a lot of their time, which would take them away from their other responsibilities, to say. So what do you recommend? How would we encourage women to not have that kind of thinking? How do we encourage parents to consider different kind of upbringing, so that these, at least for the future generation, this is not an issue?
Male as the head of the family, and this patriarchy lies in, and it's not just about being in India, it is there everywhere. Yeah. So this is a change that has to be brought everywhere. Even in the Western world, women after getting married, and especially after having children, their attrition from the workforce is at a high level. There need to be policies which are more gender friendly, and India, for that matter, is one of the most progressive states because we give 6 months of maternity leave, we give 2 years of childcare leave in government setup. But how many of the women working are able to avail it? That needs to be studied. What you said, that can the upbringing be changed? Because these are generational issues. Today, I can't tell people who are born in say 60s 70s to change their mindset altogether, because these are things which are deep down there in our DNA, have come there over 10,000 years with gradual reinforcements, and with scriptures and religious texts, and this is not going to be erased just by one generation. It is already happening. There is a change that is happening. Women have to go through difficult times, and all of us, male and female, men and women, if they want to do something, society and societal reason should not be the barrier. If she wants to be at home, let it be her choice. If she wants to take care of the children, let it be her choice. And similarly, if the gentleman wants to take care of home and children, let it be his choice. As of today, the responsibilities are not 50-50. I absolutely echo and agree to what you're saying, because the household responsibility also, majority part is taken care by women. And the work increases the burden on women's shoulder manyfold. And come what may, how much soever understanding partner that you will find, there will always be a larger share that you will have to deal.
एक चीज़ है, आरती मैम को लेडी सिंघम भी कहा जाता है। काफ़ी सारे लोग आपको कोट एंड कोट लेडी सिंघम कहते हैं, लेकिन ये जो एक स्ट्रेंथ की मूर्ति हम देखते हैं, उसे बनने में, उसे पूरी तरीके से तराशने में भी काफ़ी वक्त लगता है। तो मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि आपको सबसे ज़्यादा कौन सी मुश्किलें आई, और आज भी कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं, कौन से ऐसे परसेप्शन है जो आप फाइट कर रही है?
जो मैंने आपको बताया, जो सोसाइटी का परसेप्शन है, उसको चेंज करने में इट्स स्टिल टाइम. आई वुड से it will take another 20 to 50 years for that perception to change, and that is the biggest hurdle I face. I remember when I joined my first posting after becoming an IPS. My first posting was in the most sensitive, the Naxal infested subdivision of a district called Gadchiroli in Maharashtra. It's the eastern extreme of Maharashtra. and it's almost like a combat zone. So I was working in a war zone, and there I was very surprised to see the male workforce, because it's a combat zone. Most of the workforce is male. So मेरे साथ जो मेरे colleagues थे, officers, they were all like, will I be able to deliver this place is not for ladies. 2-3 महीने तक मैं ये सुनती रही. And but once you are new to the service and people don't know you, 2-3 महीने बाद सबने ये बोलना बंद कर दिया, because everybody knew कि I can do it, and do it and in an equal manner, or maybe even better, in spite of being a lady. I used to take out those anti-Naxal operations, and I mean with AK-47, loaded AK-47, jungle में घूम रहे हैं, पहाड़ चढ़ रहे हैं. So there was really surprise, and later on they accepted. But ये acceptability challenge जो है वो अभी भी है. सारी लेडीज जो वर्कफोर्स में आती हैं, उनके साथ एक परसेप्शन जो आता है कि ये तो महिला है, शी विल नॉट बी एबल टू डिलीवर. दैट स्टिल कंटिन्यूज.
जैसे कि मैंने अभी कहा कि आपको लेडी सिंघम कहते हैं, तो सिंघम ये जो वर्ड है ये आता तो बॉलीवुड से है, एंड हाल ही में हम देखते हैं कि बॉलीवुड इज सुप्रीमली ऑब्सेस्ड विद द पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट. जो पोर्ट्रेयल है आपको कैसा लगता है, हाउ द वे बॉलीवुड पोर्ट्रेज, उसके बारे में आपके क्या थॉट्स है?
See, the portrayal is like both good and bad. I would really say कि Bollywood should try to make more and more movies based on, the good stories which is done by police force, because movies make a lot of impact in the society. The societal impact of the movies is huge.
As we celebrate Women's Day, the achievements and contribution of women worldwide are, celebrated and honored on this day. So, what message would you like to share with women aspiring to make a difference in healthcare or any other field for that matter?
I think my message is very simple, that, believe in yourself, your abilities. And one should know that your voice, your ideas, and your contributions matter. Pursue your passions with determination and resilience, even in the face of obstacles. Seek out mentors, allies who will support and uplift you along the way. Embrace your strength, girls. Persevere through your challenges, and never underestimate the impact that you can make.
So, given the societal challenges that women face in establishing their names and identities, what actionable advice would you offer to women striving for recognition and influence, drawing from your experiences and insights?
Step out of your house for education or career, please accept it that it's not going to be easy. It's a tough life out there. It's never linear. It's going to be zigzag. There will be ups and downs. There will be tough times, but learn to enjoy them. Second, is marriage the end of your career, your dreams? The moment you decide that, you're going to lead a very frustrated life. Don't do that. Don't do that for the sake of your partner. Don't do that for the sake of a healthy marriage, because male are out there in the workforce. They are busy, and unlike the older times, women are not that much busy at house, because there will be some help coming in, and there will be a free time which would unnecessarily make you extremely judgmental about your partner and create unnecessary problems. So it is really, really important that a woman of today learns that she needs to be self-independent. She needs to keep striving her passion so that she is happy. And the moment she is happy and she is engaged, she is busy, the relationship also improves.
One thing that is really coming, it's India का festival है वो जो elections आने वाले हैं. I want you to personally appeal to all of our viewers कि वो बाहर आए, वोट करें, और क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है, क्यों हमारे लिए एज अ डेमोक्रेसी ये इतना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है.
So as a young nation, we are still evolving. I would request all the voters, everyone who is above 18, to participate in this mega festival, because the democratic nature of the country will remain successful only when each one of us come out and vote wisely. And I think this is the biggest power which the Constitution has given to all the voters, to bring in positive stories of change, of development in the country.
Thank you so much for your time. It has been really insightful and very inspiring for somebody of your, the way you talk and the way you represent everybody. Like, I'm just selfish to, want you to be there on top all the time so that I can just look at you and feel inspired. So, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.